Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to show you what you could expect from Icelandair's business class on their 737 MAX 8. Please follow me on Instagram at BrandonJohnson10K for behind the scenes looks at content that I will be reviewing in the future. So this is Icelandair flight FI-521 from Frankfurt to Reykjavik, Iceland. And as you can see here, you've got a 2-2 configuration here in business class. And the seat is very comfortable actually. Yeah, I felt the padding is good. I mean, this is a maybe 3-hour and 20-minute flight or so from Frankfurt to Reykjavik Airport in Reykjavik, Iceland. As you can see here, very nice in-flight entertainment screen, which does tilt up in case the person in front of you is leaning their chair back. There you've got a little place to put the safety card or something else. You have the footstool if you need it. I never really use these. I just feel like they're a waste of space to have. I don't find them that useful. One thing I really did like about the seat, as you can see the universal power outlet to your right, is the armrest. Yeah, I really like the armrest. I know that sounds funny, but I felt like the armrests were a little wider than normal than you see, and it made it a bit more comfortable on the flight there. Pre-departure beverages were bottled water. There were no pre-departure beverage offered, but you did have the bottle of water and a pillow and blanket at your seat. You've got the tray table off to the right side as I pull that out there. So in the half position you have a cup holder. In the hole there's the full tray table. No stands for a tablet or anything like that like we see on other carriers, but yeah, I really thought the seat was suffice for the 3-hour and 20-minute journey. And as you can look up here, you do have individual air vents as well, so always a plus there. So all in all, a really good seat here. And in the middle console you do have this, if I can get it out, you push hard enough it will come out. So here's where you can put a beverage for each passenger if you wanted to. Here's a little closer look at the pillow and blanket that's handed out. Again, it's very suffice for the flight there in case you get a little cold. They did have the Icelandair branded headphones, which these are pretty good headphones actually. So these are noise canceling, but yeah, they're pretty good headphones that you get with the flight. So I'm gonna leave you with the takeoff, and I'll be back shortly to talk about the rest of the flight. Okay, welcome back. So of course we have to look at the bathroom in the 737 MAX 8 for Icelandair, and really not different from any other MAX bathrooms, as they're a little tight, and that in the sink, water will get on you when you use the sink there. So just a toilet, no window, and that's it for the MAX bathrooms. Now the meal service, now they passed out a drink menu. There's no choice in the meal here, as I'll show you shortly. I will let you just take a look through the drink menu, which is pretty extensive. They have a very extensive drink menu, which is nice to have options. But again, the meal service itself, which I'll talk about shortly, is just one choice.
What if we knew
Okay, hope you enjoyed that. So the meal service did start off with these kind of cheese crackers, very good, and the beverage service, and that's where you could order anything off of that drink menu that you wanted. In the meal service, essentially, you got a stuffed turkey breast with a salad, some warm bread, and a chocolate mousse dessert. The food was excellent, actually. It's part of the holiday menu there, so you can see the actual description as they describe what you're getting there. But very good food. I was really impressed with the food on Icelandair. It's my first time trying Icelandair, and they made a good impression there with the food. Service was very good as well. So I'll let you take a look through the in-flight entertainment, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Okay, let me talk about my final thoughts on this flight. So, I really thought the seat was very comfortable. I felt like that wider padded armrest, really on your right side, it makes a big difference in your comfort level. You can relax a little better, a little more at ease with that. Again, you do have in-flight entertainment screens, as you just saw. So, as far as the selection of in-flight entertainment, it's decent. It's not the best, not the worst. So, somewhere in the middle. With that, the Wi-Fi unfortunately did not work. That's unfortunate. The food was really good. I was impressed with the food. Probably the most impressive thing. And the service was good. Very friendly flight attendants, proactive with service, and answering any questions I might have had about some of the Icelandic drinks that were on the drink menu, which I didn't have on this flight, but I did on my next flight from Iceland over to Seattle, which you'll see a review for that shortly. So overall, positive experience with Icelandair. If you purchase Icelandair tickets, these do credit nicely to Alaska Air Miles, so something to keep in mind too when you're crediting the flights to a frequent flyer program. So that was my experience on Icelandair's business class on their 737 MAX 8. As always, I do appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this with a friend. Thank you.